lucky. Someone told you once that you are pretty, and it wasn't out of harm or out of pity. Save that warmth, you'll need it for a cold, dark night. And high on a hill far away in the sun, that's where you'll find me in the day. I'm free. When it's over, will you look at where you're standing and be proud? Did you turn to say I love you right out loud? No regrets, a few lost bets, it's over now. And high on a hill far away in the sun, that's where you'll find me when the day is done. That's where you'll find me when the day is done. I'll be free, free falling. I'll be free, yeah, free falling, free falling, and I'm 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 free. Thank you. Hey, I'm good. He said I'm good, I'm good. Am I good, am I good? I really appreciate the fan. I feel like I'm in a Cindy Crawford shoot. There's only one right answer. Yes, Sarah Lou, yes. The fields, they were empty, abandoned for years. The clouds, they were so full of somebody's tears. The wind blew through branches, the birds never flew. And it was so quiet, nobody knew. But far in the corner, away from the plants, lived a lady and her lover, the fisherman. He wakes up in the morning, long before it's light. He rumbles down the dirt road, escaping endless night. It smiles before he sees it, the ripple of the sea. And finally it holds him, the sweet caress of peace. And far in the corner, away from the plants, lived a lady and her lover, the fisherman. And his wife wears down the floorboards, 'cause the ocean is so bold. But she was his love before her, and so the story goes. on the plains lived a lady and her lover, the fisherman. The fisherman. Thank you. I hope everybody's doing well. The beautiful, beautiful space to be in today on this rainy day. So Eric is right in saying that I am affiliated with Nashville, but to just be completely honest, I moved up here a few years ago. But I lived in Nashville for 11 years. I moved down there to pursue a dream because I was so good at karaoke. And I was like, you know where I need to go? Thanks. Yeah, oh, thanks. Yeah, both sides. That's good. All right. But imagine my surprise when I arrived in town at 25 and you had to be able to play an instrument and have an original song in order to get an open mic slot anywhere. So I spent the first year learning guitar, listening to every female artist and learning all about songwriters and going to music all day, every day. And it was a really wild ride. But I'm originally from Wisconsin and grew up in Connecticut and was in Nashville for a long time. And so I have the great luck of having a lot of different homes. And one of the albums I recorded, I did down in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And this is one of the songs from my album, The Woman Behind the Curtain. And we did this at Fame Studios with a bunch of very talented fellas. This is called Home Again. There's a woman I hold close, but she lives far away. And every time that I'm near her, she'll try to convince me to stay. Mother Ocean's on her side, and the green and stone walls. And every time that I start to leave, a part of my heart just falls, 'cause I'm home again. I'm home again. But then in the morning, a small cry wakes me up. His bright eyes filled with promise, a lifetime isn't enough. We walk down from the cabin, I see myself as a child, splashing around in the water, a hunger for all things wild, and I'm home again. I'm home again. Then how does it happen? The magic spell of this place. The song pulls me in and holds tight. I'm in a true state of grace. And I would have been happy. I felt full in my soul. But your love broke me wide open and changed me. Now I'm a new kind of whole. And I'm home again. I'm home again. And the music, it surrounds me. luckier than most. I may be luckier than most. 'Cause I'm home again. I'm home again. I'm home again. I'm home again. Thank you. So, who likes a good surprise? Surprise people? Not who doesn't like a good surprise? All right, I get it. So when I lived in Nashville, I volunteered for a nonprofit called Musicians on Call, and they would bring music into the hospital. So you would be assigned a guide, and you'd go around for a couple of hours and to each patient room and see if anybody wanted to hear a song. Well, my dad lives in Wisconsin, and he recently was in an accident and was in the hospital. And so I flew in, and he didn't know, and my brother has a guitar, and we met at the hospital, and my brother went in and asked my dad if he wanted to hear a song by a musician from Musicians on Call, and I did Home Again. And I haven't seen my dad in several years, and it was like such a good surprise. We didn't know if he was maybe going to have a heart attack. But it was pretty cool. It's also really amazing to, one thing I really liked about working with that organization was to objectively see the healing power of music, and this opportunity for these people that were in the hospital for any variety of reasons. And most things are done to you, right? You don't have a lot of control over what's happening when you're there, but they get to pick if they want to hear a song or not. And it was just a really, really special experience. So this next song I wrote for my nephew, whose birthday is coming up next week. He's going to be 15. But I wrote this song, I guess, almost 16 years ago, when he was inside his mama's belly. And I wrote it when he was whatever week it was, he was the size of a peach. And we didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl. And so this is a snapshot into life while we anticipated Jackson's arrival. This is called Song for Peaches. I will love you as the day is long, never tire of singing you songs. And though your eyes may smile earnestly, I swear your promise is to keep. I'll tell you stories about your mom and your dad, about all the fun that they had, how life was real and fair and true, but nothing was as good as you. And Mom would take you to the ocean, you drive Dad's Jeeps on through the mud, you might marry Baby Mason, you'll always be Uncle Adam's bud. And at the end of the day, we'll give thanks and pray for this song for peaches. You might ask me where you come from. With a great big grin, I'll say, ask your parents. Mama's got a heart as pure grandma, she loves you from the East Coast. Your grandpa, he loves you from the corn. Your auntie, she loves you just a little bit louder, 'cause she's singing for everyone. You might steal Seeger's thunder. CJ won't know what's going on. And I can't speak for Kevin Jumba, but Cash is still the prodigal son. Those were their pets in 2011. And at the end of the day, we'll give thanks and pray for this song for Peaches. Your auntie, she loves you just a little bit louder, 'cause she's singing for everyone. Well, yeah, she's singing for everyone. Thank you. I had a memory.
Our next artist just bailed. Would you like double the time?
Sure.
All right. Would you guys like to hear it play twice as long? Our next artist just canceled.
All right. Boy, are you guys in for a treat. Well, Eric, don't sit down, because if memory serves, you and Wendy know how to waltz. All right. This is a song I wrote for my best friend, who I have known since I was 9. It's a little waltz. If anybody else, it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can follow your dance instructors. Don't be shy. We're all a little bit extra left feet around here. But this is a song for besties called Darling Marissa. Hold on one second. There it is. Darling Marissa, you can't falter none. Her smile and her laughter are bright as the sun. Darling Marissa, your freedom is real. One look in those blue eyes can make the most broken heal. It's not that she's perfect, but a pressure that would be. It's just she's the only thing that allows me just to breathe. Just breathe. Darling Marissa, you're braver than most. You take on the world and somehow remain afloat. Darling Marissa, so kind and so smart. I hope all is well, but all hope is a start. It's clear she's an angel, and her mother would agree. Sent to remind me how important it is to breathe. Just breathe. So what's cool about extending my set is you'll get to be able to tell which songs I practiced and which ones I haven't. Yes, please, to breakfast in bed. I like coffee, no cream, but sugar instead. And I like for a flower or three, a little something to say you're thinking of me. Don't break my heart. That's where we'll start. Make me smile, baby, stay for a while. Don't break my heart. And baby, I wouldn't mind if you picked up your phone to call me sometimes. Take a second to ask me, well, how's your day? And darling, small things like that, they don't get in the way. But don't break my heart. That's where we'll start. Make me smile, baby, stay for a while. Don't break my heart. 'Cause I've loved boys with girlfriends and husbands with wives. Had my heart shattered all to pieces more than twice. But I'll take a chance to love if you promise to be true. Make me believe there'll never be a me without you. But don't break my heart. That's where we'll start. Make me smile, baby, stay for a while. But don't break my heart. Yes, please, to breakfast in bed. I like coffee, no cream, but sugar instead. So, Eric, what time do you want me to go till then? All right, 3 a.m.? You got it.
As long as you're comfortable.
Okay. All right. Well, lucky for him, I played many gigs for 3 hours for a six-pack, so. Yes, really felt my worth in those.
I'm not giving you a six-pack.
Yeah, no, don't dream of it.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't ask for something like that. It's too much. That's a good segue into this next song. So I wrote this next song with Adam McDonough, who's a really amazing artist out of Nashville as well. And so Nashville's a great place to go if you're a aspiring musician, because there's, music at every corner, and everybody's doing a second job so that they can try to make music their full-time gig, and nobody is surprised that you are 50 and working at a restaurant and like running errands for some person on Tuesdays, and every third, Friday you pick up someone's kids from school, and maybe you're house sitting or you're dog sitting or you're a dog walker or any number of things, and nobody thinks twice because they just assume everyone's a musician. And I learned that talent is like farther down on the list of important things to make it in Nashville. It's a lot, and I know a lot of businesses are like this, but it's a lot about who you know, right time, right place, which sometimes can be really great and sometimes can be insanely frustrating. Now that I've had a little bit of distance from it, I have a different appreciation for some of the stories and experiences I had when I was there. I don't know if we have any like late 2000s pop country fans in here, but for my first album release, Florida Georgia Line opened for me. We used to work at a restaurant together, and it was, you know, Tyler, the main singer, was a food runner, and I was a bartender, and I mean, they did all right, you know. And one of my favorite artists is Brandi Carlile, and I like had so many experiences when I was in Nashville where I was like, my degrees got a little bit closer, and then we moved, and like within like 3 months of us moving, I was like 1 degree from her in like 4 different ways. And it's like, I don't know, was I like 2 months away from meeting her, or would I still be in that same spot if I was still there, you know, 8 years later or 6 years later? So it's a wild career to chase because there's no path for it, and you just kind of, it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall to see if it's done. But this song I wrote with Adam about that whole thing about like being so close to one thing or the other, like either you're gonna make it or maybe you're gonna die. And this is called Headstone. I'm tired of holding out my hand. I'm tired of hearing all your voices. I'm tired of reaching for the branch and the last piece of fruit, and I'm tired of counting on you. I've been sitting in the same rooms. I've been pretending to be alright with you, but I've been writing the same songs and rhyming the same words. Have you heard now? You haven't heard them before, but I'm only 5 seconds from taking the stage, telling lies, say I'm blinded by the light, but I'm only 5 seconds from digging a hole in the ground. You can read it on my headstone. Read it on my headstone. Next! Here lies a beautiful stranger. You get to say things like, you're beautiful when you're the songwriter. Another melody maker. Here lies a woman who made chances when there wasn't one to take. It doesn't matter if I'm patient. It doesn't matter if I ask nice. The stories they pile up, and excuses fit so right. And who are you, Sam? Well, hurry up and sit tight. But I'm only 5 seconds from taking the show on the road. Fancy flowers, fancy clothes. But I'm only 5 seconds from digging a hole in the ground. Read it on my headstone. Read it on my headstone. This is a great spot for a guitar solo. Here lies a woman woman who made chances when there wasn't one to take. She sounds great, but I'm only 5 seconds from taking the stage and telling lies. Say I'm blinded by the light, but I'm only 5 seconds from digging a hole in the ground, in the ground, the ground. You can read it on my headstone. 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 Thank you.
2 more hours.
Oh boy. All right. Whatever it is, wherever you're crying, someone's been there before. Whatever you fear, whatever you're hiding, leave it at the door. So take a breath and let it out. Feel the ground on which you stand, and turn your face up to the side. The choice is yours in the end. On account of rain. Hold on. There we go. On account of rain, no, on account of rain. Take it, come inside and take a rest. On account of rain, know that you've done your best. On account of rain, I feel the tightness in your chest. So I'm calling the game and easing your pain on account of rain. When you were a child, the colors were bright. Buildings tall, the days were long. Dreams were big, no end in sight. The hard part hadn't come along. On account of rain, we'll pack it up and pack it in. On account of rain, you brought much joy to me, my friend. On account of rain, well, no one cares, we didn't win, but I'm calling the game and easing your pain on account of rain. on account of the rain. You brought much joy to me, my friend, on account of rain. No one cares we didn't win, so I'm calling the game. And ease in your pain, yes, I'm calling the game. And ease in your pain on account of rain. Thank you. I have an old set list under today's set list, and part of it just says kids with asterisks around it. I don't know what that was about. All right, this is one I haven't done in a while, and also one I did not write. This is a song by a bluegrass band called the Steel Drivers. And this is a song about love and murder that I thought you guys might enjoy. This is called If It Hadn't Been for Love. Never would have hitchhiked to Birmingham if it hadn't been for love. Never would have took a train to Louisiana if it hadn't been for love. Never would have run through the blinding rain without $1 to my name if it hadn't been for love. Never would have seen the trouble that I'm in if it hadn't been for love. I would have been gone like a wayward wind if it hadn't been for love. Never would have loaded up a 484 or put myself behind a jailhouse door if it hadn't been for love. For gold without pearl, well, at least I know she's lying still. For gold without pearl, Lord have mercy on my soul. I never would have gone to that side of town if it hadn't been for love. Never would have took a mind to track her down if it hadn't been for love. Never would have loaded up a 484 or put myself behind the jailhouse door if it hadn't been for love. For goes against my will, but at least I know she's lying still. For goes without pearl, Lord have mercy on my soul. Never would have hitchhiked to Birmingham if it hadn't been for love. Never would have took a train to Louisiana if it hadn't been for love. Never would have loaded up a 40 be engaging in music other than the Lion King soundtrack, which is all we've been listening to in the car and in the house for like the last 4 weeks straight. My 4-year-old is obsessed with Scar. Tells you a lot about my 4-year-old. And I just remembered a funny story. So we went on a road trip recently, and Charlie, my husband, very sweetly put on my music to listen to for a little bit, and then we went back to something else, and then the girls were like, oh, we want Peaches. I thought they wanted Song for Peaches that I sang earlier about my nephew. And I was like so flattered, and I was like, oh my gosh, of course, we'll go back to Mom's music, and I put it on, and they go, no, we want Peaches, 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 Peaches from the Mario movie that Jack Black sings. So that was a real shot to my ego. I used to say I'm sorry. Now I know it's not my fault, and lately I ain't waiting on no one to save me. I know sometimes I would. Yeah, you're thinking that I'm angry, but I'm not. I came to find out where I'm from, to get back on the road. I thought the path was on the map, but here's this wall of stone, listening for the whisper in the marrow of my bones. I'm just as lost as I am found, standing here alone. Seems like when I was younger, I was always waiting to grow stronger. Dreams interrupted by loud thunder. I wake you up to keep me safe, but every time you turn away, I came to find out where I'm from, to get back on the road. I thought the path was on the map, but here's this wall of stone, listening for the whisper in the marrow of my bones. I'm just as lost as I am found, standing here alone. Too much to remember. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do a couple more. This is really such a treat. Thank you, Wendy and Eric, for putting this on and including me for the second year. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And all you folks, thanks for giving up your time on a rainy Sunday. Actually, it's like the perfect thing to do on a rainy Sunday. This next song is the song that my sweet husband and I danced to for our first song at our wedding. Another like crazy thing about Nashville is I was able to find the songwriter and wait for her outside of a gig and ask her if she wouldn't mind coming to play it for our first dance. And so she left an award ceremony to sing this for us. This is a song called The Bees, written by Natalie Hemby and Danielle Teshian. And it's not always easy, but this is our love song. I've been looking for a sweeter side, looking for a big bloom on a short vine, looking for a better way of life, somewhere I can call home. I spend my time at a peach stand, sun's beating like a steer at 10, just like the back of my daddy's hand, the only thing I'd ever known. I can hear the bees buzzing through the walls, making their honey and singing their songs. Say I'll work for the queen all day. Yeah, I'll work for the queen all day. Ooh. Sometimes it's a bitter taste for a motherless child so out of place. I never understood why she ran away, and maybe I will never know. But there's a light shining through the trees, and a restless home that's calling me. I could almost be carried by a breeze and let it take me where it goes. I can hear the bees buzzing through the walls, making their honey and singing their songs. Say I'll work for the queen all day. Yeah, I'll work for the queen all day. This one's the best verse. Now I'm sitting on the front porch, kettle whistling through the screen door, little footsteps on the kitchen floor. Pretty soon we're gonna eat. Well, some things come right away, some seem to take forever and a day. Well, all I know is that it worked out either way. Think I found a family. Oh, I can hear the bees buzzing through the walls, making their honey and singing their songs. Say I'll work for the queen all day. Yeah, I'll work for the queen all day. And I can hear the bees buzzing through the walls, making their like to welcome to the stage Penelope and Phoebe if they are feeling inclined. Come on, ladies. Woo! Let's do this.
We need a mic at kid height.
Yes, please. This can go any number of ways, everyone. Again, thank you so much for listening. I'm Sarah Lou Richards. You can find me on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it.
Come on up, girls. Come on over this mic.
I grew a band. All right, you excited? So you guys stand by that one and you can sing whenever you... Okay, you can just stand there, and Poppy can stand there.
Right here. Is this a
See?
good height for you?
Can you get a little closer, Pop?
You gotta get close. Like you're gonna kiss it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Nice. There we go, guys.
So my band in Nashville is Sarah Lou Richards and the Handsome Devils. So please allow me to introduce Penelope Upton and Phoebe Upton, my handsome devillettes. Waiting on the day when I'm sure I got someone to care for, someone to pick you up from your knees. You gonna do it, Poppy? See you pretty at the end. Oh, okay. Face in the morning, sunshine is calling. Now I'm right where I need to be. Driving along the sunset, it's still sandy from the beach. Take it easy on the radio, turn up. You gonna do it? Okay, such a fine sight to see. Waiting on the day when I'm sure I got someone to care for, someone to pick you up from your knees. See a pretty face in the morning, sunshine is gone. Okay, I'm right where I need to be. Woo! Nice! Wrapped up beside the fire, you're safe here in my arms. Grab a blanket and we sneak away, making love underneath the stars. Waiting on the day when I'm sure I got someone to care for, someone to pick you up from your knees. I see a pretty face in the morning, sunshine is calling. Now I'm right where I need to be. Someone who knows me, yeah. Oh, someone who gets me. Someone to build such sweet, sweet dreams. Someone who frees me, who frees me. Waiting on the day when I'm sure I got someone to care for, someone to pick you up from your knees. I see a pretty face in the morning, sunshine is calling. Now I'm right where I need to be. And I'm waiting on the day when I'm sure I got someone to care for, someone to pick you up from your knees. I see a pretty face in the morning, sunshine is calling. Now I'm right where I need to be. Yeah, I'm right where I need to be. Take it a high got Penelope Upton. I'm Sarah Lou Richards. Stay tuned for lots more good music. Can I have a hug? That's so good.
I want the little microphone. Why did you bring this?
Grandmother wanted to record. No. I mean it. I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Am I good to unplug?
Yes, you're good.
Give it up one more time. What a pleasure. All right, we're going to have a little intermission, and then we've got red mics up next.
Well done.
Oh, thank you. That was really fun.